Hey, what's up, guys? It's Isaac here, and I just wanted to get a quick video out. I did see this morning that the news was reporting that there was some fights and riots breaking out between two Liga MX teams, which is, of course, the Mexican Soccer League. Um, it was between Queret- Queretaro and Atlas. These two teams have had a pretty big rivalry in the past. They've been known to have fights in the past, from what I've read. Um, so apparently, according to this, I have my laptop right here. Um, According to this report, it does say that 22 people have been injured, nine hospitalized, two seriously hospitalized, and it does say that the local media does claim that at least 17 people have been killed during these riots. Um, I've been kind of reading around and looking through some of these local news what do you call websites and reports. I also been watching some videos on it, and it's pretty crazy how it happened, man. From what I see, so it's a big stadium, and they do actually divide the fans. So Queretaro's fans are on one side, and Atlas's fans are on another side, and there's a gate that actually physically separates the two fan groups. And I saw a video of like this officer or police, somebody, some official or somebody opened a gate, and they let these people in. The two fans were able to mix both groups, and man, a lot of fights broke out. I saw some video about this kid. He was talking that some of these fans had weapons. They had like screwdrivers, knives, guns. He said that he saw, and he was pretty banged up too. He was talking to some local reporters in the video. He had a band-aid over his head and it looked pretty serious. But man, this is really sad news. The Liga MX did end up postponing the games for today. I don't know if they're going to be officially canceled or not, but they did cancel the Sunday games today. Um, yeah, I also did see in another report that apparently Queretaro's side did want to talk about re how do you say it? Playing the game, resuming where it was. But of course, Alas wanted to deny that. They don't want to play. It's really serious. It's pretty serious. People died, people got hurt, and overall, it's just a really sad day today. For them, for everybody, of course. It's sad when people get hurt, people die. But some of these reports are pretty gruesome. Like this one lady says that her friend, she did confirm that her friend was killed and that a lot of people are missing and they still can't find these people. Um, Let me see what else I can find on this. I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time, guys. So I'm just reading through here. Entry. Yeah, like it does say the Liga MX prevents the entry of the two sides to mix together the both fan groups. Um, I don't know if the from the video that I saw, I don't know if the officer was opening the door to help fans get out of that section because they felt like they were in trouble, or if he just opened the gate to mix both of them and cause commotion. Um, Let me read through this some more. Yeah, some of the stuff I told you already. A report that Querétaro proposed to renew the game on Sunday, but Atlas did refuse. Um, According to Fox Sports, Natalia Leon, in an act of pure coldness, affronts this harsh situation. Querétaro directives had proposed to Atlas to renew the game on Sunday as if nothing had happened. Atlas, of course, refused this proposal. I mean, yeah, I think that's the right move. And whenever travesty like this happens, you got to take time. The players got to take time to take it in. The families. Um, yeah, really sad, man. What else? According to this report, the governor of Querétaro agrees with president of La Liga MX. The governor of Querétaro, Mauricio Curi, reported on his Twitter account that he had met with Michael Ariola, president of La Liga, and Gabriel Solares, president of Querétaro, to continue the investigations after the brutal fight between fans of Querétaro and the Atlas. He said that no one will go unpunished. He said after adding a picture of the meeting onto his Twitter. This is, of course, Mauricio Curi. Um, what else? Mm, how was the dangerous rivalry between the two Mexican teams born? All right, so this is going to talk a little bit about the, I guess, their past, about how the rivalry was sparked. This says rivalries in soccer are very passionate. Some of them, however, have gone beyond the sporting barrier to become a wave of violence between people that has led to travesties. Querétaro and Atlas are two Liga MX teams with a short but aggressive history of fights and did not stop at chants and messages of support. The rivalry between the two teams has come to blows and caused several people to be seriously injured as a result of the unbridled passion. If you want to know more about the origins of the rivalry of the two, click here. Oh, I'm not gonna click there. Um, Another story, it says Querétaro fanboy gives his shirt to Atlas fan to protect her from violence. Hours after dozens of aggressions were recorded at the Estadio Corre Corregidora. I guess that's like the stadium they were in. One of the young women who attended the Atlas versus Querétaro match said that she was saved from violence thanks to a child. Um, the Twitter user Marcirada como I can't really pronounce that, assured that when violence broke out, a boy approached her and offered her his home team jerseys so that she wouldn't be attacked. Thanks to the boy from Querétaro who gave me his shirt so I could leave the stadium safely. I hope with all my heart that God blesses you very much. She wrote. Yeah, she that was a quote from her to the boy. Um, Gallos. I guess Gallos is like their mascot. Their mascot. Querétaro's mascot. Says Gallos detective and Liga MX lying about the incident. It's kind of interesting. Says according to a report, ESPN's Mauricio Perosa, detectives of Querétaro Gallos and the Liga MX might be withholding information to assume responsibility from the incident at the La Corregidor, the stadium where they were playing during last night's game between Querétaro and Atlas. According to Perosa, a member of the team's directive that preferred to remain anonymous, said that if deaths are reported in or around the stadium, there is a criminal civil liability for the team and the league. If they are reported dead, they will say they died in the hospital. Um, yeah, that sounds about. I mean, it sounds like the team and the league want not. Yeah, maybe the league. I guess the league and the team. Um, they want to maybe not take liability for these deaths. It said that they would report that they died in the hospital than actually dying at the stadium. Either or I mean, if the injuries happened at the stadium, if the thing that caused them to die happened at the stadium, then I mean, I would still say the team's liable, the stadium's liable for not keeping the fans safe and having a safe environment. Um, yeah, from what I know, at a lot of these games, I know a lot of soccer games get kind of crazy, especially the Mexican Liga MX, the Mexican soccer leagues. Um, some of my relatives are fans and they've been to games, and it does get kind of crazy with the drinking and all that. So I do know there's precautions to stop these fans from taking stuff in like weapons. They're not supposed to have stuff that's made out of metal. Like even some stadiums don't let you bring in belts. But I remember from video I saw earlier, some guy even said that they had well, it was in Spanish. Yeah, pica. What's it called? picayelo, which is like just a sharp object, almost like a screwdriver with a point at the end instead of a flat or a Phillips. Um, yeah, it's kind of crazy how they're able to get stuff in, and they do have rules set in place to keep the fans separate because they of course they do have a history of fighting, but for some reason the gates were open. They were allowed to mix, and yeah, some bad stuff happened. Of course, I did see on the videos that the videos of the whole field. You do see the fans running towards the field, trying to get away from the stands where most of the fights are happening. But eventually, some of the fights do end up breaking out on the field. Um, and I remember some pictures I saw. There's also like the refs. There's like passages that go under the field, so the refs were kind of going in there. Some players are going down there. Not too sure where those lead to, but I know I could tell people are just trying to get out of there. I see more. Let's talk about this. Oh, this I don't know if I said this report is from. I think it might be a Mexican news outlet. Marca. That's the name of the site that I'm on right now. Um, One of the other titles they have on here under this topic, Governor of Jalisco has no report of deaths. So I guess the governor isn't reporting the deaths, or he's not saying that there's deaths reported. Um, it says the governor of Jalisco, Enrique Alfaro, shared a message on his social networks to reiterate that he has not received any reports of deaths, but he is still in contact with the governor of Queretaro, Marcio Curi, to find those responsible for the fights between Queretaro and Atlas fans. Also, he hasn't gotten the reports yet, but local media is reporting it. I know there's some fans that reported seeing deaths and people were missing. Um, I mean, who knows if we'll ever get official word from it? But like I was reading earlier, if anything, they would say that the deaths didn't happen on site. They didn't happen in the stadium. They happened probably off the stadium, the hospitals or whatever. But I mean, to me, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, if the injury sustained happened at the stadium, then it's the deaths should have happened at the stadium. Um, or at least it should be reported that at the stadium the deaths happened. Oh, what else? What else? Looks like that's the end of this article. Cause a lot of the stuff is pretty new to me that I'm reading. A lot of the stuff is in Spanish, so I'm trying my best to try to explain it to you guys as best as I can. There's a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, Twitter posts. Post from World Soccer Talk on via Twitter discuss these scenes in La Liga MX game between Querétaro and Atlas tonight. Unconfirmed reports from Mexico say that at least 17 people have died in fighting between fans on the pitch and inside and outside the stadium. He's reiterating again that the local reports that there have been deaths at the stadium. Let me see what else I can find for you guys. Let's talk about it a little more. Second. I see any. The match was 1-0. Atlas was winning 1-0 at the time that was suspended. I think it was the 63rd minute that it was suspended. So I'm not too familiar with the rules of soccer. If the game's suspended mid match, I don't know who wins or if the game even counts. Let me see. Let's see more news. These are pretty 16 hours ago, 15 hours ago. Let's see what Bleacher Report has to say. This is, of course, a American site. Let's see. Queretaro versus Atlas match. Liga MX suspense after fans suffer injuries in brawl. Yeah. I see the picture right here. The fence that divides the two fans. I mean, it's a big chain link fence, and over the top they do have the what they call it, the barbed wire, the twirls that go all the way across the top, so people don't climb over. So I mean, you could tell that serious fights have occurred in the past, but this is a new thing for me, a new thing that I've seen. One of the more dangerous fights, brawls that have happened in recent history, I guess. I suppose. Let's see what Bleacher Report has to say. A Liga MX match between Querétaro and Atlas on Sunday was no Saturday on Saturday was suspended because of violence, including fans in the stands. Per ESPN's Cesar Hernandez, the play was suspended in the second half after fans ran onto the field in an attempt to avoid a series of fights that broke out in the stands at Corregidora Stadium, which is the stadium where they played the match at. Referee Fernando Guerrero ordered the match to be stopped in the 63rd minute with hope of trying to restore order among fans. This is a quote right here. However, the violence continued to spread across the upper bowl of the stadium, which hosted World Cup games in 1986. Hernandez wrote, after hundreds of fans continued to flood the field of play, Guerrero halted the game for good, pretty much suspending the match, ending the match. Um, these are there are conflicting reports about the extent of injuries sustained from the violence. One official report, via Jack Bear of Yahoo Sports, claimed 44 people were wounded, including two seriously, but no deaths have confirmed. La Liga MX, La Liga MX president, uh, Miguel Ariola announced those who were responsible for the lack of security in the stadium would be punished. Makes sense. I'm pretty sure after this, they're going to tighten up their security, um, have more precautions, more rules in place to stop events from this to stop events like this from happening in the future. Of course, this is terrible. Um, there wasn't any indication if or when the match might be restarted. Both teams have 8 matches left remaining in the Clarusa 2022 season. That's like I'm pretty sure that's like the tournament name that they have. I think they have. It's crazy. The Mexican Soccer League, they have two champions a year, I believe. So it's pretty back to back. So that was the end of Bleacher Report. All right. Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much all the details that I've heard of. We'll see if there's be more reports later on. My thoughts on this, of course, this is a really sad event. It's kind of crazy now that I think about it. How here we have our football game, or from what I've been to, football games, basketball games. I mean, the fans are united. They sit together. We're mixed and matched, and of course, we hear about fights every now and then, but nothing to this extent. It was really a travesty, really sad. Hopefully, the reports of the deaths aren't true, and really there weren't deaths or minimal deaths, but I'm pretty sure the Liga MX is gonna look more into this and see what they could do and what rules they could put in place to stop events like this from happening in the future again. Um, yeah, so those are my thoughts, guys. I'm gonna be wrapping this video up. We're almost at 20 minutes here. I just want to get my thoughts out there. Acknowledge these events that happened yesterday, last night. Really sad again. Once again, really sad. Hopefully, the league can learn from this and improve on things going forward. And we'll see what happens. They reschedule it or who they give the match to, or we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Isaac, and I'll see you in the next video.